WWE Legend Rikishi teases Jimmy Uso's return and what the plans for him may be when he returns to WWE, and he also talks about how Roman Reigns is infuriated with the new Bloodline, plus Triple H explains how the move to Netflix is going to kill the PG era. And yes, I'm going to break all this stuff down for you coming up on this episode of Wrestle Digest. So with that said, let's just jump right into the first topic of the video today, which is the PG era is dead. And I know a lot of you guys watching this, including myself, are very excited for this. I've been waiting a long time for the WWE to start doing a little bit more edgier kind of stuff, and we kind of seen that when The Rock came back at before WrestleMania, and you know, he was cursing like a sailor, as we say here on the East Coast of Canada. So yeah, you know, Triple H on the Pat McAfee show, he talked about you know, you can't really tell The Rock what to do. The Rock's gonna do what The Rock wants to do. And when talking about that, this is what he had to say. He said, we don't really have those issues with Netflix. He said, the ability to be live globally, the ability to have everything seen all at once everywhere, it's a game-changing moment. He said, I think in many ways, not to disparage other partners because we want to be everywhere, but that's sort of where the world is heading, it is streaming services, and he got that 100% right. I mean, there's new streaming services popping up all over the place these days, and I love to hear this from Paul Triple H Levesque. We love this guy here on the channel, saying that, you know, we won't have to worry about, you know, the edgier content like The Rock did when he came back. When they moved to Netflix is big because, you know, we can start to see maybe, you know, a little bit, you know, a cursing here and there and stuff like that on Netflix, which will be really fun to see and really gets me excited as a WWE fan because, you know, I love wrestling. The PG era, yes, it was fine, but nothing beats that Attitude Era, man. Even, you know, it's just amazing. It's just those, you know, kind of edgier stuff that they used to do back then in regards to promos and stuff was really fun, and it really, you know, got your eye whenever they said something that, you know, you wouldn't normally hear on TV, you know, was a fun thing, and it kind of make you go, oh, and like stuff like that. But I think now with that coming to Netflix, I think it's just Raw. I believe this is what I've heard on TikTok, so, you know, take it with a grain of salt here, but what I've heard in the US, that just Raw and I believe PLEs will be moving to Netflix, as SmackDown and NXT are going to stay on the USA Network or move to the USA Network. But that might be completely out to lunch. But everywhere else in the world, I believe everything that WWE does is going to be on Netflix. So here in Canada, everything is going to be on Netflix, which is going to be amazing. I can't wait for this new kind of era of WWE. We're kind of in it right now. WrestleMania was the start of it, of the Paul Triple H Levesque era, and moving to streaming service is the perfect move in my opinion, because, you know, a lot of people, you know, like myself living here in Canada, we pay the whatever it is a month to just watch the pay-per-views and watch Monday Night Raw, watch Friday Night SmackDown, watch NXT. So now just having that all on your own Netflix, which everybody has their own Netflix account, is going to be great as well. And I'm really excited to see, you know, this edgier style of content from WWE. I think it's really going to be fun, and it's really going to add a little bit more value to, you know, those storylines a little bit. But I'm really excited for it. I want to hear your guys' thoughts on it down below in the comment section. We're going to get into the second topic of the video today, which is Rikishi hints at Jimmy Uso's return plans. And yes, I mean, we've been waiting for Jimmy to show his face for quite some time, and it just seems like this Bloodline story is just getting better and better as the weeks progress. I mean, just seeing Jacob Fatu come in, we've seen Zilla Fatu, you know, put his 2 cents in of see you soon, and now we're hearing from Rikishi what he thinks is going to happen with Jimmy Uso once he returns, and this is what he had to say on the Fatu Off the Top podcast. He said, I think Roman Reigns comes back, you know, maybe the twins come back and turn babyface, tag team back up again, you know, have Paul Heyman with them and go up against Solo Sikoa and the crew. And I really like this. This is kind of what everybody's been talking about, but hearing, you know, a WWE legend, someone who's been in the company and knows the ins and out of it, you know, him say this, especially being the father of Jimmy and Jey Uso, I mean, it means something. It adds a little bit more value than me or you saying these type of things, and I think this is the perfect way to do it here for WWE. I think, you know, he's kind of hinting here that Roman Reigns is mad at what Solo Sikoa is doing. Obviously, last Friday saying, you know, Roman's never coming back to Paul Heyman. I mean, that's gotta, you know, twist him up a little bit here and that, sitting home on his couch or sitting home in Hollywood or wherever he is right now. But I think that this is definitely going to be a great storyline throughout this year. It's going to be a big part of what's to happen here coming up soon. And I've been thinking this for a while, but hearing that clarification from Rikishi that the Usos possibly are going to get back together, I think is the way to do it. I think I think Jey is a tremendous solo competitor. I think he definitely has a strong case at winning Money in the Bank coming up, I guess, next weekend now, which is crazy. I can't believe it's next weekend. But I think getting these guys, getting the old band back together to team up against the new Bloodline, the new blood, as some of you guys in the comments say, the Bloodline from Wish. I think that this is just what's going to happen. It's going to lead up to the big clash of, you know, the Bloodline, old versus new, and it's going to be a really fun one to see. And I think this is perfect for Jimmy's return. Rikishi also hinted in this at, you know, Jimmy possibly going into a solo career, and you know, it makes sense, but not really to me. I mean, we've seen Jey break off. He's doing his main thing, the Yeet, the main event, Jey Uso, but maybe seeing Jimmy as a solo person on SmackDown could do something. But for now, I think until this whole Bloodline thing wraps up, I think the guys get back together, Roman gets back together with Jimmy and Jey, and possibly Sami Zayn if he loses the belt to Braun Breaker at Money in the Bank. I think that would be a really fun way to clue up this storyline, see Roman Reigns go back face, see the Usos go back face, and obviously Sami Zayn is face. So I think that's perfect. I love to hear that from Rikishi. I think, you know, it means a lot to hear that from somebody in the company. For him to think the same thing that we're thinking, you know, we're on the right track here. But I want to hear your guys' thoughts on that down below in the comment section as well. What do you think about Jimmy and Jey getting back together and teaming up with Roman? Love to read your guys' comments on that down below in the comment section. But we're gonna get into everybody's favorite topic here, which is comment of the day. And the comment of the day today goes to Mr. Kirai. If I'm saying that wrong, sorry. But he says, the Bloodline story is stale. And like I said to you guys, I'm going to bring in comments that I agree with, but not every time. I'm going to bring in comments sometimes that I really disagree with, like Mr. Kira. I appreciate your support here on the channel, but I just gotta say, I don't think this story is getting stale. I think it's getting started. I don't know how you can say, after seeing Jacob Fatu debut on SmackDown, how this is getting stale. I mean, it's heating up every week, and ultimately it's leading up to this big clash between the old versus new Bloodline, which it is definitely not stale. It is hot right now. I love it. But I love seeing your guys' mixed opinions down below in the comment section. I had to include this one. Appreciate your support here on the channel. But if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure down below, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button as well. We're on the road for 3,000 subscribers here on the channel. Really appreciate it. If you want to stay up to date on everything that's happening around WWE, make sure down below and hit that subscribe button. Also, leave a comment. You might be featured on the next comment of the day, just like Mr. Kirai was on this video. And if you want to check out a video we did yesterday, it'll be popping up on your screen right now. But as always, I've been your host, KC. We'll catch you in the next one.